Hello, this is Roberto O'Neill again, and I want to talk to you. I'm getting into my Unit 2 presentation on digital equity. Digital equity, in respect to education, it encompasses all 9 elements of digital citizenship. But I would look at it by relating it to digital access, which is the means of allowing anybody and everybody to access digital technology. Digital literacy, meeting the student where they are as far as their digital literacy is concerned, and also digital communications. This is allowing or inputting as many forms of communication to reach any and all students as best we can. All right, let's start with digital access. All right, this is reaching out in multiple formats to be able to reach students. We can reach them through handouts, and anybody can receive a handout. We can reach them through podcasts. We have a lot of students now that work and go to school at the same time. So podcasts are a good way to record the lesson material, and the student can actually listen to it on their way to work or just uh, lounging outside or whatever. So podcast is a good way to allow student access. Videos and other visual training like Zoom uh, meetings and Zoom videos and so forth. Zoom meetings can be recorded so that the student can still, like I said earlier, access the information on the go. So visual videos. All right, then we get into digital literacy. This is again meeting the student where they are. We can use various forms of software and hardware to help the students in this area. We can use YouTube videos to kind of show a student how to as far as some of the information or uses of software and hardware. Braille, if a student is hearing visually impaired, we'll be able to use Braille to be able to teach that student. No student, all students, there should be a way that we can reach them and educate us, and that's what our goal is. Also, other versions of in-person learning, podcasts or video tutorials that we can make to help improve a student's literacy. Also, there are self-help applications designed after student counseling. If a student comes in and meets with the instructor, then they can work out a plan of try to fit what the student's needs are to our capabilities. So there are various ways to try to reach as many students as possible. Then we got digital communication through various methods. Language conversion. There are programs out there now where you can the information can be in English, but it can be converted to Spanish, French, or even German. So there's a way to reach students who may not speak the same language as the instructor. If we want to reach out to those type students. All right, you got audio or a combination of audio and video files. Different ways to communicate to make sure that we can reach as many students as possible. If a student, if the student can't understand it through an audio presentation, we can combine audio and video to be able to allow that student to be able to understand through various forms of communication. As a change of pace, games can be used like Kahoot, EduCandy, and interactive training videos that you can create. You can create these interactive training videos through PowerPoint, Excel, uh, even Word, Microsoft Word. So there's just different means of communicating to improve communication between student and instructor. And last of all, email, in-class teaching, handouts, and recordings. Like I said, by any means necessary, various communications, emails, the way to get that information to the student. If the student is not able to attend class, you have Canvas. So you have various methods of of getting the information out, even taking a picture of it and sending it via your smartphones to be able to allow students to be able to receive information. All right. As educators, we look to enrich the whole person, regardless of background, race, culture, age, sexual orientation, or etc. We try to reach the hearing impaired, the visually impaired, whether they disabled as far as being able to actually be able to actually walk to the classroom or whatever. So disabled students as well as literacy level. We try to meet students where they are as far as their literacy level as well. What type of learners do we have? NCCR has a survey that an instructor can give students to find out whether they are audio learners, video learners, or tactile learners, a combination of both, see it and do it type learners. So there are ways that instructors can find out what kind of students they have before the class starts to be able to allow them to kind of gear their teaching to the needs and areas where the students have their strengths. All right, reaching digital equity, reaching the student. Examples of reaching the student include with videos, where you can have simple explanations. I did a presentation a few weeks ago on just doing adding of fractions, a simple explanation of how you add fractions. But also for a student who needs a little bit more help, you can create a broader, more detailed explanation of that same information. And all of this can be put into video form of some type or another to be able to meet the student where they are. Are they able? Are they proficient in this topic or not? There are ways to reach that student. Tutorials are pre-made and uploaded. Can be pre-made and uploaded. In these areas, access, literacy, and communications. We have ebooks out there now with e-readers of material. If a student is reading impaired, then there are ebooks out there that can actually read the material to the student. And also using sight, sound, and a combination of tools to reach students. And also there are programs out there now that can allow the instructor to use step-by-step instructions on how to improve a student's digital literacy. Step-by-step on-screen instruction that can help improve a student's digital literacy. Digital equity, again, leveling the playing field. You have digital access. The internet is making the internet and technology available to everyone. Digital literacy, reaching the student where they are, regardless of their academic or technological literacy. Also, digital communications, gearing the material to help all types of students, whether they're hearing, visually, literacy, or technologically impaired. At CLTCC, we're here to help the whole student and any student. Do you have any questions? Thank you for attending our Digital Equity Unit 2 seminar presentation. Thank you so much.